What's going on, everyone? Kellen Reck here. Today, well, first of all, let me say Merry Christmas.
Oh my God!
I hope everybody had a great Christmas yesterday. If you're watching this way after Christmas, well, happy whatever day it is for you. Today, I want to do another reaction video to a piece of my work from the Red Sox. Now, the last one I did was an open video from 2013. This is an open video from 2017. This, we used for a majority of the season, and it played, the first debut of it was opening day of the 2017 season. So, before we get into it, it goes to the song Believer and Imagine Dragons, and the concept behind this was to project highlights of players onto their own jerseys. So a lot of that happened down at spring training, and you'll actually see some of that here. I've got some behind-the-scenes footage of that so you can see what that process was like. But what we decided we wanted to do was a projector theme, project highlights onto the players, and mix that in with the actual highlights and create some sort of cool-looking video. So we'll dive in here, I'll let you see what we got, and I'll stop and talk you through some of the things that happen in this video.
First things first, I'ma say all the words inside my head. I'm fired up and tired of the way that things have been. Oh, ooh, the way that things have been. Oh, ooh.
So what you'll see here is a couple different things in this first chunk. First of all, a lot of similarities to that 2013 open video. That, where we put September up in the monster, and the whole idea of starting with something happening in the monster actually inspired me for this video, where we went into the green monster, set up a projector, and start shooting these highlights. So similar intro, and that's where that came from, that 2013 video. So just a fun little thing to think about. I want to just jump back, and you'll notice a little editing trick as the door opens here. Check this out. It's just a simple mask. So the door opens really to just black behind it, but I masked the door around to reveal this shot of the light rays coming in, which is a totally different angle than we would get of just straight through the door. Just a fun little thing to notice. All right, and we will resume. Oh, and sorry, let me just point out, the way I edited this video here is we were submitting it for the Golden Matrix Awards, so I wanted to display all the boards we have at Fenway. This video in particular is actually more than just one board. It plays on all of the video boards at Fenway. We have 3 main boards and then a bunch of fascia boards, which are banner strips, so you'll see those throughout the video here. So this shows you just what the various boards look like. Let's jump back in.
Heartache from the pain, taking my message from the veins, speaking my lesson from the brain, seeing the beauty through the. Hey, you make me a believer, believer. Hey, you break me down, you build me a believer, believer. Hey.
So a couple things going on so far. We've seen the highlights on the jerseys. You've seen stuff inside the green monster. So what I have here for various features, if we just look quickly through, so I can explain to you. First of all, these close-up projector shots are a mixture of us shooting B-roll of a projector that we had, and also some stock footage that I got from Mitch Martinez, which I've done a video on his website. He has a ton of amazing 4K stock footage that you can download and use for free. Some of these projector shots were used from him, so check that guy out. He's got amazing stuff that really can add a lot to your videos. And then if we scrub along, you can see here we've got the actual shots on jerseys. So what we did is we projected standard highlights and time lapses from Fenway Park that we'd shot onto jerseys, and we got close-ups of that so we can mix it in. But then for a lot of guys, we also got their faces involved. So you can see here that we've got Dustin Pedroia. We projected himself onto his face, and then we had our standard green screen shots of him down at spring training, and I just had a projector blank onto a wall, and we overlaid his body onto the wall inside the green monster. So a couple different things with the projector theme going on here.
No way.
Yeah. So this will be the open video, 4 games. We're gonna get a bunch of stuff with you guys projected and mix it into highlights and everything.
That looks pretty dope, right?
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's
Pretty
real
good.
cool.
Yeah.
Let the bullets fly, let them rain. My life, my love, my time, it came from. Hey, you make me up, believer.
here is another feature we did with the numbers in the Green Monster. Whenever a player's up to bat, if you've never been at Fenway Park, the Green Monster shows their number on the wall with these lights here. So what we did before the season is we shot every single number possible. And then what I did is basically took the player's number, overlaid it onto the shot using an opacity blending mode, and just added it onto the shot so that when a player was on the screen in this video, their number was also flashing and twitching out with the music. So kind of a fun feature there. I want to dive in and show you some of the behind the scenes of me working with the guys down in spring training to show you what the process was like down there to get a lot of these shots. So you're going to face this wall and just hold the glove up sort of below your eyes and just keep it there for like 10 seconds. You want to reset that? A little bit more. So that'll be right on. It'll be on your jersey.
So what did you nail it? You nailed that play, right?
Yes, I did. Totally.
Guys, there he is. There he is. What do I do?
The man.
Standing here.
So we're going to project this highlight onto you for the open video.
What do I need my
Just
back?
your
Your back.
Let's do it. So we'll get you on the white line, bat up over your shoulder, and you're just staring over at this wall.
I got you.
You guys are
There you go.
unbelievable.
Good luck.
Wow. Wow.
Let's continue.
Choking in the crowd, building my rain up in the cloud, falling like ashes to the ground, hoping my feelings they would drown, but they never did, ever lived, ebbing and flowing, inhibited, limited, till it broke open and rained down. It rained down like.
And here's the fascia displays. We just had a guy named Stephen Keeney help us out. He built this sort of ribbon banner so it looks like a projector film strip, and then we put shots from the year on that, and those would go on our ribbon boards around the ballpark, the fascia boards, and just sort of roll throughout the video. On all of the highlights, I put a sort of flashing projector overlay as well to make it appear as though everything you're watching in the video is being projected even onto the screen when it's a full screen highlight like this. You can see the flickering.
Let the bullets fly, let them rain. My life, my love, my drive, it came from. Let me up, believer, believer. Last days last by the grace of the fire and the flames. You're the face of the future, the blood in my veins. Oh, ooh, the blood in my
What
veins.
we did is we got all the highlights in this small behind the Green Monster down in spring training at JetBlue Park. There's a small room with all the numbers. We got all these highlights there with nobody in there. Then we brought the players in so we could cut between just the basic highlight and then the player there with the highlight as well.
Blood in my veins. Oh,
You can see Mookie.
but they never did, ever lived, ebbing and flowing, inhibited, limited, till it broke up when it rained down. It rained down like. Let me up, believer, believer. Let me up, believer, believer. Pain, let the bullets fly, let them rain. My life, my love, my drive, it came from. Let me up, believer, believer.
So that's it. And when we were watching that, it reminded me, Hanley here, when we showed him his highlight, because we like to show the guys their highlights before we project it onto their jersey, he loved it. Check out what he did when we showed him his highlight. Just crush it.
Bam.
So that's going to be on your jersey in here.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad did you crush that ball?
Woo.
You smoked it.
Look at that pimp. Look at you gotta look at that. Hell yeah. Throw you back now. Flip it. Flip it, please. Flip it. Come on, what are you? You're with you. Oh, okay, thank you. There you go. There it is. I love it.
And I will say one thing that we did when putting the shots onto the background here what I actually did is the projected highlight onto the wall wasn't quite bright enough for the video, so I took the real highlight, overlaid it, feathered out, sort of masked out the edges so that it didn't have any harsh edges, and what it did was it brightened up the shot a little bit so that the prominence of what I wanted to show that was just a little bit brighter. Otherwise, without that overlay of the actual shot, it just didn't pop the way I wanted it to, so we had to do a little bit of that throughout. But overall, the projector theme worked super well between projecting onto the players, the intro setup with the little projector we had, and then some of that stock footage, and it turned out into a pretty cool project. So let me know down below what you think about this particular video, about open videos, about any of the effects or things that you saw going on here. If you have questions about other types of videos that we do, this format of reaction video is pretty cool. I had mixed reviews on the first one. Seems like some people were into it, hearing how I do some of the work for the Red Sox. So I'm hoping that this one, a little bit more recent video, can show you a little bit more and give you a little more insight into what I do outside of YouTube here. So thanks for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed. Go ahead and subscribe if you're into this content. I'm back every Wednesday with videos to help you become a better filmmaker and photographer. So we'll check you back next week. Thanks a lot.